incredible initiations, but maybe with this blink, it's going to make it a little bit easier for Yatoro to get into the middle and have that follow-up damage to capitalize on Collapse's jump or even Toronto Tokyo's jump.
He just wants that goddamn Shadow Demon, man. He is doing so much to be able to stop him, right? The Blink Dagger, and I'm sure after that's probably going to come. Let's go on the Basher. I wouldn't have hated the Lincolns.
Easy kill for Ori. Lane board scouting out Mira's position, so still have Toronto Tokyo to continue cutting top. If he gets his Kori, this is huge. That's the Blink Dagger now. So you're just mentioning how important it is for Ori.
I mean, it's pretty important for them to defend the base as well. Probably going to need to use the buyback here on Mira with all of these spiders to tank up a lot of the tower multi-hits. At least Toronto Tokyo is there to be able to protect it. And they actually use the aggressive flip as well, not wanting their siege creeps to go down for free.
So all on Siamese Cat's positioning. Shadow Demon, ever so vital for them to be able to keep the cause alive.
Not just that, but also to stop the effectiveness of Toronto Tokyo. They have no ways to be able to stop the Demonic Purge from having an effect.
Pack's about to expire. Let's see if they want to do something with this now. And Aster, they're going to try and back up.
That's the refresh glyph, though, that they just ended up using. They've still got the Aegis for another minute 20. They're going to back off. They're going to respect it, realizing that they can hit their next timing. They can wait for the Blink Dagger to come up in about 2 minutes or so. Then with no glyphs left for the remainder of the game, if they were to continue up at this pace, they can look to close this one out with one more victorious team fight.
Keep in mind, Aster, all they need is one game victory here in this series, and they will secure upper bracket. Spirit need 2 wins. They need a 2-0 here.
It's a guarantee. 1-1 is still possible. There's tiebreaker that could happen.
The ward on the lane, it's Paboka's going to jump inside the base. Trying to bring down some of the supports. Won't have the follow-up at the moment. Mira, they might have an opening now. Oh, they don't get the toss to break the coil. Hex is on Toronto Tokyo, but the follow-up stuns are not going to be there. So Mira will be the only casualty. He does have a buyback if required, but the lanes are in an okay position.
Hitting up onto that level 20 as well. Actually going into the agility, okay. Maybe just wanting that bit of an extra armor bonus. I was thinking maybe the AoE Silken Bowler just to enable both the Razor and the Leshrac in a lot of these fights. But again, no glyphs, so we're going to use the remnants of this Aegis. Just 10 seconds left to be able to go in. Backing off good. Posure coming through from Aster here, not wanting to give up the lead. Wanting to give them a chance with the tiny respawn to be able to potentially get that toss back into the base underneath the tier 4s without the supports there to be able to save.
Yeah, that kind of feels like the angle here, isn't it, for Spirit, in particular high ground defense, like a coil into a toss to snap it and then maybe making a play off the back of that.
And it's gotten into the stage where Paboka, he's nearly level 18, so he's got a good amount of damage in his own right on this Marcy. Seconds away from his BKB. Level 15 as well for Siamese.
He's got a bash off.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. The 200 Demonic Purge damage. Oh, there's the Hex.
Aeontis going to be forced out. It's a win in its own right, though. 70-second cooldown with the Aeontis, so this now leaves Toronto Tokyo very vulnerable.
It's not that bad, though. I mean, he's holding on to the Octarine Core and the Quickening Charm, right? And you had to use the BKB for that. Went for that aggressive. Actually, just on the Marcy. So not too bad. So yeah, maybe they do continue to go for the move. If it was used on Leshrac or Razor, it would have been a different story entirely.
Trying to see if there's any items here that can really turn this fight around for Spirit. Potentially the Lotus Orb onto Yatoro could be really nice for the Static Link, just to at least mitigate it, because that's definitely the job from Monet, just trying to lock onto the troll and zap away as much damage as possible.
Yeah, Nori just got the Timeless Relic, so like trying to stop a lot of this damage coming through. It's just going to amp you up in every way. Mana Burn not going to be as effective because of that Bloodstone active, the amount of damage that you're just able to output. I don't want to say they're playing scared, but they're playing conservative right now on Aster. They're not wanting to give this one up again, just wanting to play off the back of a singular pickoff, because Team Spirit, they need to leave the base at some point. Pretty healthy in the buyback department right now for Aster.
Are you chilling right now? Just continuing to slowly grow the net worth lead, maybe waiting for some power runes. Invis probably not going to help out too drastically, but We've even got some neutral items to try and farm off as well, and Spirit, they won't have this capability to get outside the map and potentially find a big tier 4 item to help out. Another Hex as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, XXS has it now.
My question is, can Toronto Tokyo carry this game? If he's able to dodge out the Hexes, use that overwhelming blink that he's nearly farmed up to get it onto the backlines, shut down the Shadow Demon, they've got a chance. And, well, they're going to go for the kill onto him. He's back here, just being able to buy that overwhelming blink, and Ori won't be able to catch him unless he shows on the lane one more time. Be able to get back to base. It's that close, man.
This is, okay, this is a decent spot now for Spirit. They've got a lane shoved out, and they see Ori away from the team. And a Siamese cat as well. That's priority number 1. They've got a sentry nearby as well. The McCabe's not going to really help it out too much, but the banishment will hold them back for the moment. If they can control Yutoro dealing with the static link, but look at the damage coming through for the battle trades. Yutoro's going to try and stand toe-to-toe for the lane. Sorky up the right, clicks the Hex follow through, and they just rip apart the troll. As soon as Ori shows up, Spirit need to split away. They need to cut their losses.
There's that
Hex. River, they might not be so fortunate as Collapse will get some distance thanks to the avalanche. And for backup shortly as well, but the splitter timing from Ori is on point. No escape for the Dino. Collapse, a slow and painful death. They'll make him work for it in the end, but Ori beyond godlike on the lash.
Instantly though, Team Spirit, they went for the lane shove. Still top lane in a really healthy spot right now. For Aster, they've got ways to be able to rejoin this as well. With the Boots of Travel on the left track, can instantly go to this double siege creep wave. Actually go for an aggressive jump too. Just able to get back in time there. I think this might be it. They don't have ways to be able to stop the push. No buyback on the Troll or the Primal Beast. Results in at least a couple of lanes of racks.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Even more Diabolic Edict explosions as well. Ori just hitting up onto his level 25 and still paying respect through to Team Spirit. This is a team that knows that they are just one game away from that upper bracket berth.
I'll keep saying it. No team has won TI starting in the lower bracket. It is so goddamn important to have that second life. Imagine starting lower bracket where you have to go through a best of 1 and then 6 other series afterwards.
My only question is, who do you give the axe to from this? There are so many good players to be able to give it through to. Monet looks like he's going to be the main priority. Just more of that passage damage coming through. Would have been great for Ori with the Nihilism. Would have been great for Siamese Cat as well, just to be able to get 3 cleansers off.
Look at the read from either side. This is beautiful. Spirit have control, but Aster recognizes they've been smoking it to evade. They're in the middle. Ori jumps. Instant use of the BKB, but they're going to try and get the damage out. Yutoro doing a lot at the moment, but as soon as 1A soaks away with the static link, there's just nothing they can do as Team Spirit once again on full retreat, but they will not escape as Aster surround them and bring them down. The finishing blow as Spirit have to tap out and win this game loss for them. They will be moving down to the lower bracket, starting in the lower bracket, I should say, in Aster. They will now be up in the upper bracket. What a game 1 performance. Man.
Don't know, can't hurt you, but pretty much the opposite case this time around. These Observer Wards are going to give them a ton of value on Team Spirit as they go for a smoke of their own. They know that they need to be playing around the fact that they might have this vision up here, and Mira's going to pop underneath it.
Look at the vision that Aster are playing with now. They see all of Spirit on the high ground. They're going to try and target down Siamese Cat. A lot of damage. Spirit! All the magic damage coming out at the end. It's the captain that's rewarded with the triple kill. What a freezing field if Poshka just cleans up.
Maybe even thinking, I wonder if they even baited that smoke, right? I think they might have smoked underneath the vision, realizing that they might have that, and they felt a little bit more confident to be able to make that aggressive move come through as, yeah, again, what an onslaught coming through. And Maposhka, just press RXD, and then he's able to get a nice little triple kill.
Oh my. I mean, see, Toronto Tokyo would have loved that. He used Thunderglods. You gotta wait a little bit. Maposhka's got the right idea to kill secure with the freezing field. Toronto Tokyo, come on, Zeus players, they need to. The R button, you gotta hold till the last second.
Got the Rampage. Have we seen a support Rampage at TI? I don't think we have.
I don't know. Bottom lane, Yutoro? should be it. Doesn't have the battle trance leveled up at the moment.
I'm back
The
here.
rest of Spirit, look at the wraparound, because Mira might be able to get a +1. The shards will hold him through afterwards to enable the rest of the team. He's actually going to go for Baboka instead. Of course, XSS has that capability to always be able to fly on over. Since of the Broodmother, but that's a big killer. Great reactions out of Radiant, and Collapse is looking for another one as well. They might put some pressure into the tower here. They've got multiple members nearby to protect in case there is a defense.
They know they lack the damage, and they're going to be able to find the Brood.
Slam into the ground, but Simon's Cat is going to be playing with at least the ultimate to protect the Brood for the moment. Very close to the tier 2 tower, so the rotation's going to come out from 1A. Toss back closer to the Shadow Fiend, but the Snowball will buy in some time. And Mira gets
Another one!
on the side, and again, the push!
Let it go!
Just let it go, brother, let it go! Collapse can now go behind the tier 2 tower as well. Dancing into the tree line, and they will not catch up as Spirit. They've got all the answers here in this second game.
I mean, they know that they're just lacking damage on Aster right now. That's why they're feeling so confident in going underneath these tier 2 towers, because they know that the turnaround isn't on point. Now, as soon as Ori's not there, they just don't have that burst potential. They don't have the reposition. Even though what was amazing Dispose, as well as a rebound, perfect spellcasting coming through from Siamese Cat as well, it's just not enough. They don't have the heroes for it. This isn't the part of the game that your draft was playing for.
All right. If you're in Maposhka's position, a 416 Crystal Maiden at 14 minutes in, what's the item? What do you do with this luxury that he has, with all the gold, all the net worth that he's playing with?
BKB, baby. I want to see it.
Oh, and then you just... Well, I guess you do get all that armor from the freezing fields, so Shadow Fiend won't be too much of an issue.
Deals with the spiders, more farm for yourself to get your next item.
Oh, yes.
And they have no interrupts until you get the Basher on the Marcy. Going in Midas as well on Bobica.
Ooh.
Wanting to scale, maybe realizing that they are lacking that damage early on and needing to be that scaling core.
We'll see if Spirit can punish them here. 4,000 net worth lead, some really good wards across the map as well. In particular around this mid lane. See if they're going to wrap on XXS. Mira's in a great position. Toronto, Tokyo as well, moving on over. These are starting to come through. It's going to be Siamese Cat with the ultimate once again to try and buy enough time for XXS to survive the gank. Now Aster, the goons have shown up. It's going to be Ori and Baboka with the wraparound. They're going to try and target down Toronto, Tokyo. Should be able to
again,
kill at the moment, but again the freezing field. Look at the damage from Maposhka. It's going to be soaked up for the moment, but it will not matter as Collapse swings into the neighborhood underneath the secret shot. Maposhka's going to have to finish some damage onto XXS, and Collapse will also slam down the Rockman as well. What's going on, man? Spirit, no casualties, and Maposhka just the main reason of why they've been able to do these fights.
I want to see some of these player cams while all this is happening, because Maposhka, he must be having the time of his life. He's like, guys, no one's hitting me. I'm just able to get freezing fields off every single time.
For a second, I look over and it was the Fate's Edict blocking it, but it's like, not soon expired. Maposhka just, again, all the damage. Again, another fight, he did the most damage. Oh my lord.
It completely, it's around these choke points as well, right? You can't walk back into it. You're already swinging so slow on the Tiny. But once you use that Avalanche Toss combo, you feel almost entirely useless.
Oh, they see 1-8 farming pretty far out up top, and Spirit in a position where they can look to try and close the distance. 1-8 instead, he's going to go under the T2 tower, but Spirit, that's not a deterrent at all. Collapse is well and truly happy. He will finally go down thanks to the trample. Maposhka wanted the kill. Not gonna happen. Collapse up to a dominating streak. 7-1-4 as well for the Primal Beast. Night and day difference it is here from Spirit. Incredible performance.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We really do see that dominance come out from the Primal, don't we? Especially in the first 20 or so minutes of the game, but it's not like they're the greatest BKB buyers, right? How often are you wanting to get it super early on this Tiny? Of course, the Shadow Fiend's going to get it, but the XXS with his item built, and he's going in for the Wraith Pact again, which I believe he might have finished up, so at least there's a little bit of that damage reduction coming through now. Could be looking to go into the pipe because of all of this impact coming through from Maposhka, as well as, of course, being a good counter for Toronto Tokyo.
Mid lane Ori and Siamese Cat again with the vision. Ori's in trouble. They've got the Oracle at least playing off to the right side to try and buy him some time when the shots just off the mark, but that's where Collapse can come into play to help out, but the sloppy mistake is now an easy kill onto the Oracle, and Ori will be chased down. XXS is trying to find an angle into the team fight, but with 5 members of Spirit, they'll be able to protect him and make sure that no one dies.
Oh, they were... Oh, is it Lightning Bolt on the high ground? Ooh, just off. Use the haste instead. To be able to get away, but still, they removed the Observer Ward freshly placed, and
Dire's middle tower
feels like Aster are playing in the dark right now. A couple of clever wards in areas that you wouldn't quite expect on the bottom and top side of the map, but that's not where Team Spirit are grouping up. They're going straight into that Roche pit, realizing that they've got the massive strength. Just one more kill, Ares. That's all we need.
Okay. 3-2-3. 3-2-2. Great position from Mira. And with the Observe Ward. Trying to hope he can pop the smoke, because Ori's at the ready to be able to jump in with the blink, but they'll be too late. Beautifully done from Mira. If required, would have been able to block up the path. A pretty good game on the toss so far. 1-1-9. A lot of net worth to be playing with. Going to be closing on the blink as well, so he'll soon have this defensive snowball if required, or can even utilize it as a way to potentially start the fights and maybe block off one of the members.
Very disappointed in Maposhki. Went into the 4-staff instead, just being a good team player. I even saw him there putting his body on the line to be able to catch out any sort of smoke attempts, but my man, you got a mega kill streak. You can't be doing that.
Come on. Gotta get the gold back now. It's your one opportunity.
All right, what kill streak is he going to get up to?
Unstoppable? Is he unstoppable? I don't even know.
He's got a mega kill right now. I think he's going to get a monster
unstoppable,
kill.
Is it?
Monster's 8.
Smoke from Spirit. Aster grouped up at the moment around their high ground. XXS in a pretty good spot to pop the smoke. It's actually going to be Ori they run into first. Bye, Tiny. Not long for this world. And look at Collapse as well, just recognizing his role. Going straight towards the back line, trying to push the Oracle away from the defensive position. And off to the right side, FFs have been caught out as well as Shotoro.
They already called it.
All right, Aster, they've had enough. And a 19-minute GG call as Spirit just blew them up in this second game.
Should have said mega kill streak from Aposhka, but very worthy. The 3-2-2 eventually did cover the scoreline, but it didn't come in the game, that's for sure. Aster not needing the other win to guarantee themselves a spot in the upper bracket.